Welcome to another episode of Watch Once Over. My name is Big E, and today we're going to be looking at a special Seiko from the LX line. And this is the Seiko SNR045, and it retails for $6,000. But before we start this, you can pick this watch up at AZ Fine Time. Now, this watch is, wow, look at it. It's looming already under the studio lights. Look at that. I didn't even give it a blast of light yet. Anyway, this watch is a limited edition of 500. It's all titanium, and it's in Seiko's LX line. This is a single run of 500 with this combination green bezel and green dial, and this watch is beautiful. This is patterned after the underwater forest, and that's what you see is like the pattern on the dial is like giant kelp. Zoom in on that real quick and take a look at that. The pattern on that dial is giant kelp, so it's underwater forest. And that's real nice. Now on this LX line, this is Seiko's highest line for their divers. This says spring drive technology, which is mechanical movement that is regulated electronically, and this thing runs 15 seconds a month accuracy. There's no other mechanical watches that can even touch spring drive. You get a 72-hour power reserve, and this movement has 30 joules in there, and it's 300 meters of water resistance. Now let's zoom in just a little bit. This watch has a lovely green ceramic bezel, and when we get the loom shot, you'll see that bezel loom up partially. I think it's the first 20 minutes that's loomed, and it has excellent printing. Down there, it has the Seiko X Spring Drive Professional 300, and this is a professional piece, and it can be used for saturation diving. The crystal on here, I want to zoom in on it so you can look at that crystal. Look at that crystal. That crystal has lots of copious amount of AR coating on the inside only, so you don't have to worry about scratching the AR coating up. It's just on the inside of this piece. And you got those diamond polished indices and beautiful sword style hands with a triangle sword style lollipop second hand. And look at that sweep. The spring drive sweep is just famous. The loom plots are super bright. Over there at 3 o'clock, you get a date box window with a chrome surround on there, which is also beautiful. And this watch is all titanium. All the polished elements on this case is going to be Zuratu polished. Everything on this case that's shiny, that is Zuratu polishing on the bottom and on the top. You get that beautiful titanium bezel. Let's hear it. That is really a luxury type feel. It's well damped, and it's no back play, and it's 120 click bezel. Everything lines up on this watch. There's nothing amiss. You get a gigantic screw down crown with super duper knurling, so that'd be easy to grip even with gloves on. You get a drilled titanium case. You get a titanium bracelet that's all brushed. This watch is all business. And let's pull some measurements off of this. Let's do a weigh-in first. Let's weigh this first. With all the links, it's coming in at 161 grams. That's extra light considering how big this watch is. Let me see. That's going to be a 40 44-inch case. Size, the lug is right around 50, and it's probably going to be pretty thick. Yeah, it's not that thick. It's only 15 millimeters thick, so that's not that bad. And then the bracelet's going to taper down. What is this? That bracelet looked like it's about a 22, and it tapers down to about 16 or 17. So it has a real nice taper, and this bracelet is different than your normal Seiko bracelets. It has a fold over deployant, twin trigger deployant buckle, and it's signed. But this also has a different extension system. You pull up right here, and then you can extend this out. See? Has a ratchet system, so you just push it, ratchets out, and that's your dive extension. So that's pretty neat. Built-in dive extension, and you also get 4 anchoring points right here. So you should be able to get a good fit with this bracelet. Now this is fitted with pins and collars, and I'm going to tell you, I prefer pins and collars on a full titanium bracelet, and the reason being is because when you deal with full titanium, those screws can strip the titanium very, very easy. So it's a lot better to have pins and collars on a titanium bracelet. Just trust me on that. Trust me on that. This watch is beautiful. I mean, and it's worth every bit of the $6,000. It's anti-magnetic. It has special seals in there, so you can use this for saturation diving. The back is screwed down. The back is screwed down. Instant date change. And right over there at about what, 7:30, you get the power reserve. And that's different. This watch is beautiful. Man, I love this watch. I might have to pick one of these up myself. When you have access to all these watches, you just kind of go crazy. You just want to have a little bit of everything. This is what it looks like on my wrist, which is 7.25 inches. You can see the watch wears great, but I wouldn't recommend this watch for a wrist under 6.5 inches. It's just going to be too big of a watch, although you don't feel this watch on you because it's so light. I'm going to measure it against my steel Tokyo Twilight. Let's see. I'll put this on there. See what this weighs. That's 155. That's 155, and this has links removed. This is the full Monty, about 160. So this just goes to show you how much lighter titanium is than steel. Look at the size of that. And these watches probably weigh about the same amount once they're sized to my wrist. So tell me what you guys think about this LX line limited edition, 1 of 500. Pick this up at AZ Fine Time, and I do that right now. My name is Big E. This is the Watch Once Over. I'll see you guys on the next one. God bless. Please subscribe.